university will ever honor the Fab Five team that led Michigan to 2 Final Fours in the early 90s. Beeline said, quote, "We love the Fab Five and we continue to reach out to the Fab Five. I'm looking forward to the times when we get everybody in that group together." We're joined now by Rob Parker. Welcome, Rob. Good morning.
What's happening? Good morning.
Good morning.
Rob, should Michigan honor the Fab Five?
No way, no how. My question would be, honor them for what? Okay, and I'm not even talking about the scandal. What's the honor? This group of talented 5 freshmen, you know what they won? Absolutely nothing. 0. No Big Ten title, no Big Ten regular season, no championship, nothing.
They got to 2 finals.
They got to 2 finals and lost both times. Now, I get it. What Beeline's doing is embracing those guys. They got 2 high-profile guys off of that team, right? Jalen's on TV every other day.
Jalen Rose,
Chris, right? Jalen Rose. C. Webb, Chris Webber. He's on. I get it. It's a good thing.
It is.
Because those guys wind up having big post-playing careers. So I get it, why you would want to embrace them. But I don't understand. And I'm going to give you a radio story. This is back in 1994. Perry Watson was one of the assistant coaches who was a legendary basketball high school coach in Detroit and also an assistant with Steve Fisher, right, at Michigan. I had him on the radio show, and my partner thought he had me all set up. He said, "Perry, Rob doesn't think that the Fab Five were a great team." And this is Perry Watson, Jalen Rose's high school coach, the whole 9 yards. He says, "Rob is right. We weren't great. We didn't win anything." And that's the point. But even if you push the scandal aside, which of course is a mark against the university.
So I just for my edification here. So you can only be great if you win something. You can't be great if you don't win anything.
What are you honoring? That's what I'm asking you. What would be the reason you're honoring this?
They change. They're an indelible part of Michigan basketball tradition. And more people remember the Fab Five that actually remember the team that won in '89.
That's fine, but I'm saying they had their 30 for 30. Culturally, yes.
Yes.
Baggy shorts, black socks, I get all that.
Yes.
But I don't know, really, you're doing, as a university, what exactly are you honoring?
Those Final Four banners, someone won that. Now, you can erase and say, we're going to take it down. But, Skip, you can't make me unhear and make me unlearn what I've already learned. You can't make me unsee what I saw. I saw that team cut down the nets and go to the Final Four, back-to-back. What they did is because before them, yeah, you could have 1 or 2 freshmen, but you need the upperclassmen to take you over the top. You saw Michael Jordan, but they had James Worthy. They had some upperclassmen. You saw Patrick Ewing. But before them, you ain't doing nothing with no 5 freshmen. And what you see now, Skip, what you see with the Dukes, what you see with the Kansases, what you see with the Kentuckys, is because of them. That's what you see. That Fab Five, those freshman players.
What would be, so you're honoring, you would say you would honor them for what? Their cultural or what they've done? I'm just asking you from 2 sides.
Yes.
A, they didn't win anything, and B,
they didn't win the national championship.
Okay, but they never won a Big Ten title. They didn't win anything. They didn't win anything. And number 2, they had one of the biggest scandals in college basketball as well. So as a university, what exactly are you telling your alumni about the Fab Five? What exactly are you telling me?
I'm telling
that they had baggy shorts and black socks?
I'm telling the alumni, hey, you want to get some more players like that? You got to go back in your bag. That's what I'm telling.
Go back in your bag and get another booster like Ed Martin.
Exactly.
To provide the best team money can buy.
Exactly.
That's what he did.
Yes.
Because Chris Webber lied to the grand jury about how much money he took from Ed Martin and got busted for that and was lucky not to do jail time for that. And Jalen Rose admitted to the grand jury he got pocket money from Ed Martin, whose name was also on the lease of Jalen's apartment, so that was a little shaky there. And then players came shortly after the original Fab Five were Maurice Taylor, Lewis Bullock, Robert Traylor. They all admitted they got lots of money
Yeah.
from Ed Martin. And I was in the middle of the SMU death penalty scandal, in which Eric Dickerson is our guy here on Undisputed, and
Right.
Craig James, and that was the best team money could buy in college football. And it fell one game short because Lou Holtz's Arkansas team tied that team at Texas Stadium late in the year, or it might have won a national championship, but it did not, to your point. And that team got the death penalty, and that program never recovered from the death penalty. So for me, because of this scandal going on, and by the way, Jalen Rose had the incident. I don't want to make too big a deal out of it, but when he was a sophomore, he was caught in the middle of a drug raid in a home in which he said afterwards, he said, I was in that house, but I was there to help a friend. And somehow that came and went, right? And the Michigan people all said, poor judgment, yes, but drug user, Jalen absolutely was not a drug user. But there was scandal hovering over this team the whole time. And a school that I have high respect for, both academically and athletically, the University of Michigan, to go back and honor an era in which Michigan itself chose to vacate most of its wins from 1992 all the way to 1999 to avoid a death penalty. They self-policed, they self-punished, if you will. And
Skip, I'm not saying.
How can you honor that?
Skip, I'm not saying
honor that era.
A Final Four banner up on the wall, but just have the guys come back, all stand on the court, and wave to the crowd. Skip,
okay, that's fine, but we're talking about hanging a banner, right? Isn't that what we're talking about?
Hold on, Skip, hold on. Y'all make it so all these freshmen, they go to University of Kentucky because they love horses.
No.
What do you mean no?
Well, I don't know.
Well, okay, let me.
Shannon, you know, wait a minute, and I get what you're saying, and whether it's on the up and up and what's going on there in Kentucky, but there is a difference. We talk about it all the time. When you get caught and convicted compared to suspicion, there's plenty of players we know who are probably got elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame who probably use steroids. Did they get busted, Skip? No, they didn't get busted, so they get to go in.
Barry
And the other guys.
Busted.
No, I'm just saying, but there are other
Shannon,
people.
you can't say everybody's doing it,
Right.
so they should be able to.
No,
do it.
but I'm just, Skip, I'm not saying, okay, I'm not saying they should have a banner. I mean, put the Fab Five, just put the name, Fab Five. Just put it on the wall.
Is that all you want?
That's all I want.
Well,
But here's the problem is, I think Michigan is going to be harder for the Fab Five, the individuals, to get together than per se Michigan actually honoring them.
I agree with you.
That's the deal. That's the issue.
Well, when Jalen did the 30 for 30, Jalen Rose, Chris Webber wouldn't even participate.
Right.
They don't talk. So I don't know if they're ever going to be able to, and they've tried. I remember the last time Michigan was in the Final Four, they tried to get them to sit together or whatever.
Atlanta.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And
what did Beeline say? We'll keep offering,
He's
but
right.
we're not sure they're going to accept.
Because it's funny. C. Webb lives in Atlanta. The Final Four that year was in Atlanta.
he showed up, but he didn't sit with them. Do you remember he showed up and he did come, but I don't know. It seems like there's some deep wounds there.
Right.
I think Chris Webber was the one who wound up, taking the brunt of it with the
Ed Martin situation.
Yeah. So just because these two are high-profile TV sports commentators, does that mean that's why you should honor them?
No.
The legacy was, and the 30 for 30 wasn't good. It was great.
It was great, and it did very well. I mean, they already have their place in history. They do. And people know who the Fab Five are. But I don't think the university should get involved in that.
Well, I want Jalen to go get those banners, hang them up at his house, put them up in his
his
boys and girls. He got a boy. I mean, he does good for the children in his community.
All right.
Go hang them up in the gym your place.
At his school, at his school that he has in Detroit.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Rob, thanks for joining us. Is LeBron James just a stat stuffer?
Yes.
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 Yes.